Julia. I wanted to share with you today a couple packages that I received from subscribers. I got just a lot of fun things. I'm going to share with you one thing that I already made up using some of the items in one of the packages. And then also the other one, I'm going to share with you what's in it, and I might do a project with you just using some of the items in that. I just think that's kind of a fun thing to do. It really makes you think outside the box a little bit and create with what, something that you haven't had before. So anyway, the first one, and by the way, thank you so much, my 2 subscribers that sent these to me. It's just so much fun to see different things and accumulation of it's just like me. You must have been watching my videos for a while because you know what kind of items I look for and use in my projects. But this particular one, she sent me a couple die cuts that I use, like the big shot dies, and some fabric, and this is the one project that I've already completed. I used both of these and I wanted to share that with you. But also wanted just to kind of go through it a little bit, some stencils, some things that I could use in my journaling. Just really cute fabrics, some trims, and just interesting things. One of the things that I love in this, and I don't know, probably you've seen these, they're like a folded fabric turned into these cute pinwheels almost looking things, but I really thought this would be ideal to put like a cool button in the center and as an embellishment on a bag. Just really think they're fun, or a headband, or a lot of different uses for that. This particular fabric, just these little circles, I've already used some of this in another project. I've already used this box for a couple different things, I guess, but I've sold it. I sold this last weekend at my flea market shop. I just used a couple of these little flowers and turned them into, and put a stem on them and a leaf on them, and it was on like an upcycled tank top, and it turned out, well, it sold right away. It did turn out really cute. But I don't have that one to share with you. But the one that I did do up that I have to share, and it's another upcycle. I found this, it's an Eddie Bauer, and this came from a garage sale. And what I did was, she gave me this fabric, and it's just like the perfect color with this. And I used this die that she sent. It's called Bird with a Vine. And it just turned out to be this really cute little bird that I placed on the fabric, and then added this trim. Now this fabric is actually a piece that I had in my stash. It was almost identical to the color, so that worked really well. It almost looks like it's a cutout, but it is an applique on top. I just used an applique stitch around this particular piece, and this I did with free motion stitching just to get that applique on. But another thing I did, this is the cutest little shirt. It had an open bottom with a little cutout, and I added some of that fabric right there on both sides. And then also on both of the sleeves, I added a little bit of fabric on these tie backs, or this one is a button. So I wanted to share that with you. I just loved how it turned out, love the colors. And then the next little package that I just received has just, again, some really interesting, cute things. Look how fun this is. I'm going to turn these in, I'm going to put these in the front of journals and just do some of my paper doll journals, I believe, with these. They're just really, really fun. And this really is interesting. It almost looks like a feed sack. It says cabin home, stone ground, whole grain goodness, self-rising cornmeal. I just think it's really fun. Some tape, some twill tape that has different cities in the world: Moscow, New York, the Golden Gate, just Paris. Just kind of an interesting little trim that I've never seen before, and I love those colors. It looks really great with this. We'll see what happens. This so much fun. This is just, I just love it. It'll probably end up being, I'm thinking a pouch maybe. I think this would be just a great little Notion pouch for somebody who sews. And then too, this really fun fabric that is all sewing themed based. You know, it just has like we see a pattern, but we're biased. What happens on a shop pop stays on a shop pop. Just really fun stuff. This is going to make a wonderful something in a fabric collage or something. You know, it's just something. I know I'm going to use it. So thank you again. I think what I'm going to wanting to work on is this. I think I'm going to make a bag with it. And I'm just going to gather some things up and let's get started. I decided on using this jean top for one side of my bag. It's quite thin, so I am going to be adding a batting, or just a quilt batting. This is a Mormon natural batting. We'll be adding that batting on both sides, both the front and the back of this bag. And I want to cut that fabric. This is that feed cloth fabric, so it's the same size as this jean, except I am adding about 1.5 inches on the top of that. That'll be folded under. It'll make more sense as we go along. The first thing I'm going to do is do a channel quilting on this, just to attach that batting. I did already cut the lining too. I found this polka dot fabric that's kind of cool, and I thought I'd kind of fit it. I'm going to add a pocket to it, so that's what that other piece is. And then this strap I found at a thrift store. I just had it in my stash, and that it has a buckle on each side, or a clip, so I'll be adding that. I just used a heat erase pen to draw this diagonal strip, or this diagonal line, just so I have a guide for that first line. And then I'm using my quilting guide here, that little piece that's on the side of my even feed dog, just to get an even channel quilt on that. And now I'm just adding some channel quilting to this too. I'm just, again, using my fabric and my heat erase pens. I didn't want to go through any of the pockets, but I wanted to just attach this batting so it didn't, didn't bunch or anything. And it had this hole in it, and I wanted to, I thought I needed to patch that hole, so I'm just adding a few little patches. I'm just attaching that with a glue stick, and then I'll take it to my sewing machine, and I'll stitch that on. And again, that'll help keep that batting in place. You can see the stitching there on that. It just kind of turned out kind of fun. And then my channel quilting, and I'm just erasing that pen just to get rid of that heat erase pen there. You can see the channel quilting, and now it's folding this over again just to keep that into place. My next step is going to be to add a snap closure. And I'm going to do that by putting a little tab. This sometimes works better when you're, I just didn't want to interfere with the fly on this jean. So this just is an easy way to add your little snaps. Just kind of did a little rectangle, turning it, sewing it right side together and then turning it. And then we'll stitch all the way around this. Marking my little magnetic snaps. Using my seam ripper to get those little slits in there. And then I use a hammer to bend these. You can use the pliers too, and just very easy way to add a snap. And just pinning those into place now, one on the front and one on the back. I will be adding an extension for this strap. Just going to be sewing around this and then adding a D-ring. And this is going to help cover up this side seam as well, and I'll show you that in a second. The next step is to close up my bag. I'm going to be stitching all the way around. I took about a 1/2 inch seam allowance, and then I also boxed the corners of it. And I'm just going to trim that little triangle off there. And then you're going to see I have the side seam, or the side seam, and I'm just going to place that strap extension right over the top of that, and that's just going to hide that seam. I'm kind of making this up as I go, and I do that a lot when I'm making these bags, because I never know what I'm going to end up using. I do want to put a zippered pocket in the lining. When I put a magnetic snap for the closure on the bag, I do like to have a zippered pocket in the lining just to kind of keep your valuables safe. I'm just going to stitch around that rectangle there, and I do use a smaller stitch when I do these. And now I'm just going right down the center and then doing a little snip right into the corners, being careful not to cut any of my stitches. And then just pushing this all through and then giving it a good press. And my corners are not perfect, but this is a good way to practice these little box, I don't know what they're called, box zippers or whatever. And it's in a lining inside of a purse, so you don't really, it's a good way to give yourself grace and just to practice. I'm using a bit of basting tape. This is a double-sided tape here. Works wonderful. All these I'll stick all the notions and things that I use down below for you so you can see. But I'm just taking that paper away, and then you can see that glue, and then it's easy just to press this right into place. And then I'll stitch around. And I do use my zipper foot when I do this. And it's in the middle position. So I'm going around probably about 1/4 inch all the way around that. My zipper's in place. And now I can just fold up that pocket and stitch all the way around the side seams and the top. And then I can finish my lining just the way I did my outer bag. And I did box the corners in my lining the same way. Folded back the top of it, and I'm just putting that in to place and matching the side seams. Another trick I have is I always make my lining just a tad bigger, because it's much easier to ease or just do a little tuck in the lining versus that denim bag. And now I hand stitched this in, and then I also took it to my sewing machine and I stitched that lining in. It was difficult on some of the parts of the denim, so that I didn't go through the belt loops and stuff. So that's why I hand stitched it in. And then I did the stitching. But here's some pictures. I hope you enjoyed this, everybody. It was really fun to do, and it turned out to be just a great bag. Have a great week. Bye for now.